Partnering with the leader in plant nutrition, you'll have access to innovative products and unmatched service that deliver impact and efficiency to every acre. Healthier crops, happier growers. Lead the field.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? They'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Centerville High School boys basketball is live on stream from Centerville Tornadoes Live on Live Ticket TV. Good evening, and howdy again, everyone. Along with Charlie Preen at the controls, Joe Van Gore from the Purple Gym at Centerville High School in Centerville, South Dakota. In Great Plains Conference boys basketball, it's the Alcester-Hudson Cubs 9-4, 3-2 in the Great Plains Conference against the Centerville Tornadoes 9-4, 6-1 in the Great Plains Conference. Alcester-Hudson is coached by Grant Johnson, who's in his second year, a graduate of South Dakota State, and assisted by Devin Schofield. Centerville is coached by Corey Muller, who's in his 18th year, a graduate of South Dakota State University, assisted by Josh Morfu. Here are the Centerville boys' results since the last home stream a couple weeks ago against Freeman. The Tornadoes have won 2 and lost 1. They defeated Sioux Falls Lutheran 76-51. Edged Trip Delmont Armor 47-45. And then last week lost a close one, I would say, a 9-point loss to the top team in Class B boys, Viber Curley 61-52. Next game for the Centerville boys on the road at Bridgewater Emory Thursday. Alcester-Hudson's next game is Thursday in Alcester as they'll host Freeman. In the C game, Centerville defeated Alcester-Hudson 57-2, and in the JV game, Centerville defeated Alcester-Hudson 30-21. Before we bring you the starting lineups, let's give you some averages for the Centerville boys. They are led in scoring by Miles Eide at 14.6 points a game, Aiden Bobzine at 12.8, and Alec Austin at 12.5. Leading rebounder for the Tornadoes is Alec Austin at 6.6. In assist, Aiden Bobzine averages almost 5 assists a game. In steals, Miles Eide averages almost 3 steals a game. And in block shots, well, Ethan Bobzine averages 1 block shot per game. So no team stats available, but those are the averages for the Centerville Tornadoes. Let's bring you the starting lineups. First of all, for Alcester-Hudson, again coached by Grant Johnson, who's in his second year, a graduate of South Dakota State, and assisted by Devin Schofield. At a forward, Jacob Cole, a 6'3 junior. The other forward, Jose Topeta, a 5'10 senior. And the three-guard set of Evan Brown, a 5'9 senior, Ethan Boville, a 6'1 senior, and Evan Hake, a 6-foot sophomore. Expect to see Isaac Summerbold, a 6'4 sophomore, Brody Andrews, a 5'9 junior, and Tommy Walt, a 6-foot junior for Alcester-Hudson, who are in their road blue trimmed out in gold and in white. For the homestanding Centerville Tornadoes, coached by Corey Muller, again, in his 18th year, a graduate of South Dakota State and assisted by Josh Morphew. At a forward, Ethan Bobzine, a 5'11 sophomore. The center, Alec Austin, a 6'2 junior. And the three-guard set, all seniors and all honored on senior night before tonight's game. Jace Brower, a 5'10 senior. Miles Eide, a 6-foot senior. And Aiden Bobzine, a 6-foot senior. Expect to see Corbin Topel, a 6'2 junior. Charlie Eide, a 5'9 sophomore, Tucker Martz, a 6'1 sophomore, and Nolan Fisher, a 6'3 freshman. Those are the four that come off the bench for Centerville. They're in their home white, trimmed out in purple and in gold. Our officials tonight, the referee, Aaron Vandenberg, and the umpires are Eric Gerlach and John Fearink. And as we mentioned, Charlie Preen, both teams 9-4 on the season. They both have 6 or 7 games, depending on their schedule, left to go. It's a conference game, and I would see both teams evenly matched.
Yeah, for sure, Joe. I think a lot of folks around the area have this one circled on their calendar. Both teams come in evenly matched is the right word, Joe. I'm looking forward to it. I think everyone here is as well. A lot of anticipation building up for this one.
And in the girls' game, held earlier, of course, just after 8 o'clock, so maybe about 20 minutes late for the boys' game, but they did have senior night for the 3 Centerville girls seniors and the 3 Centerville boys seniors, and also a banner unveiling for the 1994 9-man football champions and the 2024 State B girls champion, Centerville Tornadoes. So big crowd on hand for this doubleheader here. Good representation from both teams. But in the girls' game, earlier on Centerville Tornadoes Live, Centerville busted away from a 10-point halftime lead and defeated Alcester-Hudson 71-38. For Alcester-Hudson, 3-13, 1-5 in the Great Plains Conference. Emily Winquist, the 5'6 sophomore guard, impressed me tonight. She had 18, 12 in the second half. Emma Solberg near double figures with 9. Alcester-Hudson will host Freeman coming up on Thursday night. And Centerville now 17-0, 8-0 in the Great Plains Conference. Again, great balance. Emma Marshall with a monster night, 26 points, 13 in each half, 14 apiece for Althea Gust and for Izzy Eide. Centerville will be playing a opponent at a particular time in the Great Plains Conference Classic coming up Saturday in Avon. So Alec Austin to jump for Centerville. Ethan Boville will jump for Alcester-Hudson. Aaron Vandenberg, our referee in the middle. And the tap is controlled by Centerville, moving left to right as you're seeing it here on Centerville Tornadoes Live as the Cubs come out man-to-man. Here's Miles Eide. Trying to wheel and deal. Ethan Bobzine. Here's Aiden Bobzine in the lane. Alec Austin driving in between 2 defenders. The layup is good, and Centerville, the early 2-0 lead. Back the other way come the Cubs. Here's a drive and a layup blocked, but a foul is called. Ethan Boville on the drive, but he was fouled by Alec Austin. Austin with his first of the quarter, and Ethan Boville at the line for Alcester-Hudson with a pair to try to get the Cubs on the board about 30 seconds into the game. First of 2, no good. Second on the way, good. So it's 2-1 Centerville. As across the timeline comes Aiden Bobzine to Miles Eide. Here's a no-look pass down low to Alec Austin. Kicks it back to Aiden Bobzine, back into Austin. Short shot, good. So we see kind of early, Charlie, what the Tornadoes want to do.
Yeah, get it inside to Al and let him work. I mean, if that's what they can score points off of, why not do it?
And here's a steal. A steal by Miles Eide. Layup at the other end, good, and it's 6-1 in favor of Centerville with a minute gone in the first quarter.
Yeah, I'd expect to see the Cubs settle in here on offense and run an offense, but a lot of crashing defenders right now for Centerville.
And it appears that Centerville is starting off in a zone. Here is Topeta in the lane. Runner off the glass, good. Jose Topeta, the first field goal for the Cubs, and it's 6-3 with 90 seconds gone in the first quarter. For Centerville, Aiden Bobzine backs on out. Aiden to the left side to Miles Eide. Eide driving in the lane. Kicks it out right side. A three by Ethan Bobzine. Good. He is the third Centerville starter to score, and it's 9-3. 6:12 left to go. As Centerville putting on a lot of man-to-man pressure and then settling back in that zone. And here's a steal by Ethan Bobzine to Aiden Bobzine. In the corner, Jace Brower had a wide open three, and now it goes inside to Alec Austin. Austin is fouled from behind, and he'll shoot two on the foul on Jacob Cole. His first of the quarter. Alec Austin, a 49% free throw shooter on the season with a couple buckets. It's 9-3 Tornadoes at the just under 6-minute mark in the first quarter. First of two, good.
Alec always tends to have hit and miss nights at the stripe, if you want to say that, Joe.
And Alcester-Hudson will take a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. 5:53 left to go. First quarter. Tornadoes 10, Cubs 3 on Centerville Tornadoes Live.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Out front, Evan Brown for a three, left it short, rebound to Austin, and an outlet into the front court, Aiden Bobzine, and a layup good by Ethan Bobzine. Good transition bucket by the Tornadoes, and they lead 12-3 as they are just running past Alcester-Hudson in the early part of this game. Here's a three from the corner, no good by Jacob Cole, and the rebound, Corbin Topel, the 6'2 junior who checked in at the 30-second timeout. But a pass too hard for Alec Austin, and a couple coming in for the Cubs. Tommy Walt, a 6' junior. Brody Andrews, a 5'9 junior, in for Centerville. Jace Brower will check back in, and in Tucker Martz, a 6'1 sophomore. 12-3, Centerville, 5:13 left to go, first quarter. Here in the left corner, open three for Brody Andrews. Won't fall. Rebound to Tucker Martz. Up ahead. Layup is good by Jace Brower. I tell you what, Jace did not have any room for error in getting that layup to go. He was underneath the basket, as a matter of fact, to get that layup to go. Here's Topeta for Alcester-Hudson. It's 14-3. We're not even halfway through the first quarter. And the Cubs turn it over again. Topel to Martz. Back out front to Topel. Right side, Miles Eide. 2-3 zone by Alcester-Hudson. Both teams running a 2-3 zone. Centerville just ringing around the perimeter. Almost a steal. And now the ball is loose. Picked up by the Cubs, and a layup with the left hand too strong for Brody Andrews. Here come the Cubs, or the Tornadoes the other way, leading 14-3. Jace Brower. Brower to Topel. Topel down low. Alec Austin leans in, missed the layup. Rebound by Tommy Walt, and he got it to an outlet guy just before he fell down. 3:50 left to go in the quarter, as two more will come in for the Cubs at the next dead ball. Here out front is Walt. He'll try a long three and miss it. Offensive rebound to Andrews. Andrews going in. Missed the layup. Rebound Topeta. And Topeta has two buckets. It's 14-5 Centerville. 3:26 left to go first quarter.
And Tupetta's pretty good inside, Joe. I'd look to maybe go to him a few more possessions this quarter, get him involved, see if he can make something happen.
Here on the right side against the zone, Miles Eide to Brower to Topol. Topol on the left. In the lane, Alec Austin. Easy play to Martz. Martz with the first bench points for either team on the dime from Alec Austin. And it's 16-5. Here's Ethan Beauville from the right block. Missed everything. Off the floor. Last touch by Topol. In for Alcester-Hudson, Evan Brown, and Isaac Somerville, the 6'4 sophomore. 3 come in for Centerville. Ethan Bobzine is back in. Aiden Bobzine is back in. And in for the first time, Nolan Fisher, the 6'3 freshman. Here, left corner, Walt. Out front to Brown. And a pass intercepted by Fisher. Back the other way. Layup short for Aiden Bobzine, and a late foul from behind on the Cubs. Evan Brown will pick up his first. Second team. At the line, Aiden Bobzine for 2. And Aiden from the line, 85% coming in. 16-5 Tornadoes. Just about 2.5 to go in the first quarter. First of 2, no good. Centerville now 1 out of 3 from the line, and another timeout, Alcester-Hudson. And they'll take another 30. Let's take another 30 here on Centerville Tornadoes Live.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
All right, so Grant Johnson of Alcester-Hudson has used both his 30-second timeouts to try to slow down the Centerville Tornadoes, leading Alcester-Hudson 16-5. Aiden Bobzine has another free throw coming at the 2:37 mark of the first quarter. Free throw no good. But the Tornadoes come out with the ball. Topol out front, dead on 3. Ethan Bobzine will get a nice roll. His second 3 of the game. He's got 8. 19-5 Alcester-Hudson with 2:22 left to go, first quarter.
19-5 Centerville.
I'm sorry, 19-5 Centerville. Yep. I meant to say that. Here's Walt. And a 3 on the way. Won't fall for Andrews. And a foul on the rebound on the Cubs. The foul on Evan Brown, his second, third of the quarter. In for Alcester-Hudson, Jacob Cole is back in. In for Centerville, Miles Eide. Corbin Topol with some good minutes here in the first quarter for the Tornadoes. 19-5 Tornadoes with 2:07 left to go in the quarter. Here is Jace Brower back in. He'll bring it across the timeline to Miles Eide. Eide trying to wheel and deal, lost the ball, picked up by Walt. Walt moving in from the left. Layup is rejected by Ethan Bobzine. Kick out to Brower. Brower, here's a reverse layup, good by Miles Eide. That's the second layup he's had, Charlie, that he's had to really kind of contort to get it to go.
Yeah, and the easy one won't go in all of a sudden.
No, they won't. 21-5. And the ball knocked out of bounds. Alec Austin back in. And Nolan Fisher, the 6'3 freshman, will come out. 21-5. Centerville. 90 seconds to go, first quarter. For the Cubs, Evan Hake. Here's Bovell on the baseline. Jumper won't go. Fighting for the rebound. Lost it to Austin. Up ahead, Miles Eide. 3 on the way. Good. Miles Eide with the third 3 of the first quarter for Centerville, and it's 24-5. Here's a baseline jumper by Jacob Cole that will go. The third Alcester-Hudson starter to go with a minute to go. In the first quarter, it's 24-7. Could that be the Super Bowl score on Sunday? We don't know.
Quite possibly.
Yeah. Jose Topeta back in. He leads them with 4 points coming out. Jacob Cole. Dare I ask who would be up 24-7 in the Super Bowl? 55 seconds left in the quarter. Don't answer that yet. Here's a skip pass over to the right. And now another skip pass that's intercepted by Walt, who has a couple steals here in the first quarter. A three by Boville is good. Ethan Boville with the first three for Alcester-Hudson. He's got 4, and it's 24-10. Little 5-0 run by the Cubs with under 30 seconds to go. Brower for 3, left corner, and it's good.
Back and forth we go, Joe.
Yep, 27-10. Oh, no, they only counted it as a 2. And Centerville gets a steal, but they'll throw it away with 9 seconds left. So, wait a second here.
Yeah, I added 3 to the 24.
So it should be 28-10, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. Here's a 3 right side. That won't go. And tipped out. That's the end of the first quarter. Well, we think it's Centerville 27, Alcester-Hudson 10. We'll have to figure it out here on Centerville Tornadoes Live.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
All right, quick addition. It is Centerville 27, Alcester-Hudson 10, heading into the second quarter. Ethan Boville with a 3 and a free throw on the far sideline. We'll get it in to Tommy Walth, who's got a couple steals in the first quarter. Here's Topeta. Ball is loose, taken by Alec Austin of the Tornadoes. Here's Brower to Aiden Bobzine. Alec Austin, fade away in the lane, too strong. And the rebound cleared by Jacob Cole, who has a bucket for the Cubs as he brings it front court. Here's a skip pass to the left to Walth. Walth out front to Ethan Boville. Boville will back on out. Here is Brody Andrews for 3. No good, and the long rebound tracked down nicely by Jacob Cole. Here inside Boville with a short shot short. The rebound tipped to Corbin Topel for Centerville. Up ahead to Brower. Brower, left side, Miles Eide. Eide cut off. We'll get it back to Brower. Now to Eide, to Alec Austin. Aiden Bobzine, pass inside to Alec Austin on a no-look try. Is tipped up and intercepted by Cole of the Cubs. Ethan Boville, quick 3, good. He's got 7, 27-13. And at one point, Centerville led 24-5. Although I did see 25-5, but I think they had to correct that. Just a wild guess. Here is Alec Austin left corner to Brower to Aiden Bobzine against the zone. Out front, Brower. Right side, Bob Zine. Now 5 to shoot. Here's a drive by Miles Eide. Here is Aiden Bobzine for 3, and it's good, just ahead of the shot clock buzzer. And now time as one of the Cubs needs to tie his shoe. Aaron Vandenberg, our referee, halting play, and it's 30-13. Charlie Eide will check in for Centerville. Jace Brower with 5 points, including a 3, will come out. Tell you what, Centerville hit the floor running, and they haven't stopped. Like we said, both teams 9-4. We expected a good physical matchup, but it's been all Tornadoes so far. Wolf for 3, no good. Offensive rebound to Andrews, missed that. Topeta has it, and he can't finish. The rebound to Topol. To Alec Austin up ahead. Aiden Bobzine in the corner to Charlie Eide. Here's Topol. 5:36 left to go in a fast first half. Aiden Bobzine for 3. Good.
Yes, it might be one of those nights.
It might be one of those nights is right. A 20-point lead for the Tornadoes. 33-13, Charlie, with 5:19 left in the half. Like I said, when you're playing against the zone, Topeta will drive, miss the layup. A late foul will be called, I believe, on Corbin Topol. That'll send Topeta to the line. Yep. Corbin Topol with his first of the quarter. That's only the second team foul on Centerville. Alcester-Hudson has 3 fouls here in the first pass. Jose Topeta with 4 points, shooting 2. First of 2 is good. Nolan Fisher back in, along with Brower for Centerville. Evan Brown is back in. And I believe as the second by Topeta is good. He's got 6, and it's 33-15. Yep, Evan Hake has checked back in for Alcester-Hudson. Brower with his second 3. Timeout. Alcester-Hudson. It's Centerville 36. Alcester-Hudson 15 with 5:03 left in the half on Centerville Tornadoes Live.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Make a big impact on your land for less at Grossenberg Implement. Right now, used planters and air seeders are aggressively marked down and have great financing options for those who qualify. Stop by any of Grossenberg's 9 locations in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming, or check out used planters and air seeders online at grossenberg.com. Grossenberg Implement, where service is the other half of a great deal.
5:03 left to go in the first half. Tornadoes with 9 points to 5 for Alcester-Hudson so far in the second quarter. Centerville, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 threes here in the first half.
It just does not feel like a 21-point game.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. But Centerville did start really fast. Here's a 3 try that won't fall for Andrews of the Cubs. Rebound to Brower. Up ahead to Aiden Bobzine, who has 2 threes this quarter. Brower inside to Fisher. Left corner 3 by Topol is good. Oh, my. 8 threes in the first half, 39-15. Centerville, 4:26 left to go in the half. And Brower with a great save.
Wow.
To Fisher.
That's a hustle play.
Yep. Here's Aiden Bobzine to Brower. Down low to Topol, wide open, and he'll score. 5 points off the bench. And, folks, it's 41-15 at the halfway mark of the second quarter right there. Evan Brown. Evan Hake. Hake will take the three and miss it. And Charlie Eide had the ball taken away by Topeta. Topeta going to the basket is fouled and will shoot two with 3:46 left in the half. Centerville foul on Charlie Eide, his first, second of the quarter, third of the game. Topeta 2 out of 2 from the line with 6 points, shooting 2 more here. First of 2 is good. Centerville will bring in 3. Miles Eide, Ethan Bobzine. Alec Austin is back in. It's 41-16. Topeta will get another. And it's good. Topeta, 4 points in the quarter, all on free throws. He has 8 in the game. To lead Alcester-Hudson, it's 41-17 Centerville, 3:38 left in the half. Here's Alec Austin. Here's a three by Ethan Bobzine. 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count. What happened? That's his third three, 9 threes in the first half for Centerville, and it's 44-17. Here underneath, basket good by Evan Hake. He stayed with it after about 2 or 3 fakes as the Centerville foul on Charlie Eide, his second, third of the quarter. Evan Hake at the line to try to complete the 3-point play to make it 44-20 with 3:19 left in the half. Free throw is good. Hake is the 4th Cubs starter to score, and it's 44-20. 3:17 to go in the half. Here's a lane and a layup good by Miles Eide. He's got 9, and it's 46-20, 3:09 left in the half. Here's Ethan Boville for Alcester-Hudson, trying to shake the defense of Ethan Bobzine. Boville to the baseline. Kicks it out to the right to Hake. Hake up on the right, looking inside for Topeta. Here from the left, Jacob Cole with a runner short. Rebound to Alec Austin for Centerville with 2:41 left in the half. Here's a drive by Miles Eide. Layup short. He was fouled. He'll shoot 2.
What's that, the first miss for Centerville in the quarter?
I think so. That might be. The foul on Evan Hake, his first of the quarter. Nope, they give it to Topeta. That's his first of the quarter. First of 2 for Miles Eide, no good. Now 0 for 3 from the line. Topeta will come out, and Tommy Walth back in for Alcester-Hudson. Tornadoes make some changes. Fisher comes out. I believe Martz is back in. Tucker Martz, who has a bucket off the bench. Second one for Eide is good. Centerville is just 2 out of 8 from the line. Well, that's probably not a concern of Corey Muller right now. Here's a Euro step by Ethan Boville. He is fouled by Alec Austin, his second, 4th of the quarter. Ethan with a couple threes in the game, 1 in each quarter, 1 out of 2 from the line. First of 2 is good. Corbin Topel with 5 points off the bench this quarter. Comes back in for Alec Austin, who scored 5 points, all in the first quarter. 47-21, Tornadoes. And the second by Boville is good. 3 out of 4 from the line with 9 points. 47-22, 2:25 left in the half. Here is Aiden Bobzine. Aiden has been known to take threes from there, and now a steal. Here's a steal by Evan Brown, and the layup is blocked at the basket.
We're going to get a replay of that one.
By Miles Eide, but that's got to be, it is goaltending.
Yeah, that was goaltending.
Yeah, that was goaltending. So give the bucket to Evan Brown, and all 5 Cubs starters have scored. 47-24, and now a steal by Cole. Cole to Hake. Hake with a Euro step and the layup good. Hake with 5 points in the quarter. 47-26. Centerville kind of a little sloppy with the ball now. Those last couple possessions here. But a fast-moving first half, and the Tornadoes have stormed out. Here's a three. No good by Aiden Bobzine. Nice save try by Brower, but it'll go to the Cubs. Nolan Fisher back in. Aiden Bobzine, 2 threes in this quarter. 0 for 2 from the line. 47-26 Centerville, 90 seconds to go in the half. In the front court, Ethan Boville, double teamed. Goes to Evan Brown. Brown from the far side to the middle. Goes inside to Walt. Easy lay-in for 2, but he missed it. That was Cole. Cole gets it back. Boville for 3 left side, and it's good. Hey, tell you what, the Cubs are warming up a little bit, Charlie, with 1:05 left in the half.
This might be fun.
Yep, 47-29. Like I said, Centerville has missed their last couple shots. Here's a 3 that's short by Ethan Bobzine, but the rebound to the Tornadoes. As Topol will get a return pass on the right with 40 seconds. Here's Brower. And a timeout wanted by Centerville, and they will take a 30-second timeout. 40.5 left in the half. Well, Cubs, with 19 points in the quarter all of a sudden, trail 47-29 on Centerville Tornadoes Live. So a 30-second timeout for Corey Muller in Centerville as Alcester-Hudson's on a run, Charlie, with 40.5 left in the half.
Yeah, I know. Both teams maybe started off, I guess for Centerville, started off fast, and the Cubs finally catching up. But, hey, I mean, offense is offense. You got to get started if you're going to come back into this one.
It goes inside to Fisher from the right block. He'll kick it to Miles Eide. Baseline jumper, too long. Back the other way comes Alcester-Hudson and Boville to Evan Hake. Bounce pass to the left to Evan Brown. Brown dribbling through the defense. The runner in the lane, no good. 13 seconds and a foul on the Cubs that won't put Centerville at the line. The foul on Tommy Walt, his first, second team. Centerville will bring back in Miles Eide and Aiden Bobzine. Brower and Fisher will come out. 47-29, 10-9. Bobzine will give to Miles Eide with 5, 4. Alec Austin to Bobzine, driving to the basket. Layup is short, but he is fouled with a second to go, and he'll shoot 2. The Alcester-Hudson foul on Evan Brown, and I've got him for 3, and that's what it is. Third team, Bobzine 0 for 2 from the line. First of 2 is good. Back in for Alcester-Hudson, Jacob Cole.
The reverse announcer's jinx there, Joe.
Yeah. But that's only their third make out of 9 tries.
Yeah.
Second free throw, no good. Tip up, no good. And that's the end of the first half. Centerville 48. Alcester-Hudson 29 in Great Plains Conference boys basketball. We'll be back with halftime after this on Centerville Tornadoes Live.
Courtiers are more than just a break. They're an opportunity. At Blue Tin Design and Marketing, we help small town businesses shine. Just like your team on game day. From creative branding to digital marketing, we're here to support your community. Let's build something great together. Visit bluetindesign.com.
Knutson Masonry, they take pride in their work. They work hard to produce quality masonry as they continue to build their business brick by brick. They are honored to have been a part of numerous projects of all sizes. They do a wide variety of projects, both residential and commercial, across the tri-state region. They have done large projects such as schools and a range of residential, from house exteriors to mailboxes and fireplaces. Knutson Masonry is proud to have served so many satisfied customers and are proud supporters of the Tornadoes.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Back at the Purple Gym at Centerville High School on Centerville Tornadoes Live on Live Ticket TV, along with Charlie Preen, Joe Van Gore in boys. Great Plains Conference action at the half. Centerville 48, Alcester-Hudson 29. Centerville led, and no kidding, folks, 27-10 after one quarter. But the Cubs, especially in the last 4 minutes of the second quarter, they end up scoring 19 points in the second quarter to 21 for Centerville, and a game that was probably destined for a running clock in the second half, Charlie. Alcester-Hudson has found their feet and is playing much better because Centerville came out, like a tornado in the game.
Yeah, I think everyone here is pretty happy this thing is not a running clock, because at the end of that half, the Cubs showed that they have a little bit of offensive prowess to show in this game yet, Joe. And I think if they find some shots on the perimeter and find a way to get around that zone defense, I could see the Cubs storming back into this thing. But going into the half down 19 isn't easy, and I can't imagine that halftime speech is the nicest right now, and telling your guys that, hey, we have 19 points to overcome and then some with a hot hand and Aiden Bobzine too.
That's right. Here's Alcester-Hudson scoring in the first half. All 5 starters have scored, none off the bench. One in double figures. Ethan Boville with 12. Jose Topeta with 8. 5 for Evan Hake, and 2 apiece for Jacob Cole and Evan Brown. Isaac Somerville, Brody Andrews, Tommy Wolf, who's played some good defense off the bench for the Cubs. They all played in the first half but didn't score. Alcester-Hudson, 9 field goals, 3 of those 3-pointers, all by Ethan Boville, 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and they are 8 of 9 from the free throw line. For Centerville, all 5 starters have scored, 2 off the bench, 2 in double figures showing great balance, 11 for Ethan Bobzine, Miles Eide with 10, Jace Brower 8, Aiden Bobzine with 7, Alec Austin with 5. Off the bench, Corbin Topel with 5, Tucker Martz with 2, Charlie Eide and Nolan Fisher played for Centerville off the bench but didn't score. Centerville, 18 field goals, 9 of those 3-pointers. 3 by Ethan Bobzine, 2 by Jace Brower, 2 by Aiden Bobzine, 1 by Corbin Topel, but as we mentioned, Centerville kind of struggling from the free throw line. They're only 3 out of 10, but they do have a 19-point lead here at the half. Charlie, before we maybe call up some boys scorers in Class B from the area and among ranked teams, let's tell you about the girls' game. Centerville defeated Alcester-Hudson in Great Plains Conference action, 71-38. Alcester-Hudson now 3-13, 1-5 in the Great Plains Conference. They will host Freeman on Thursday. They were led by 5'6" sophomore Emily Winquist with 18 points. Emma Solberg had 9. For Centerville, now 17-0, 8-0 in the Great Plains Conference. They will play in the Great Plains Conference Classic Saturday in Avon. They were led by Emma Marshall with 26 points, 14 apiece for Althea Gust and Izzy Eide. In the girls sub-varsity games, Centerville won the C game 32-31, and the JV game 32-21. By the way, in the boys' C game, Centerville won 57-2, and in the JV game, 30-21. How about some scores now, Charlie?
Yeah, let's take a look. Notably, Viborg Hurley leads Canastota at the half by 8. Canastota keeping things close against the number 1 team in the class, according to the media. Howard leads Irene Wakanda 45-36 in local action. Howard receiving votes in the poll, Joe. Other scores from across the state. Locally, Trip Belmont Armor leads Gayville Vollen heading into the fourth quarter 43-28. McCook Central Montrose has a 4-point lead heading into the fourth quarter over Parkston, who is receiving votes in the poll. Washington Springs leads 39-24 over Iroquois Lake Preston. Springs, the 4th-ranked team in the state. Those are your notable scores in Class B, Joe, as well as the area scores. So.
All right, at the half in boys Great Plains Conference action, Centerville 48, Alcester-Hudson 29. We'll be back with the third quarter after you see and hear this on Centerville Tornadoes Live.
When it comes to advertising, reaching the right market while giving back to the school is just plain right. If you're looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Heath Nimke today, and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Honesty. We try to be honest about everything, and if there's a problem, we try to fix it. We've kept the family name going for 75 years. I think that's something to be very proud of. I'm Mike Weeman from Weeman Land and Auction out of Marion, South Dakota. And my middle name is Earl. I'm named after my grandfather. And being an auctioneer isn't all about how fast you are or how good your chant is. It's how the people appreciate your name and accept your name. He told me that once. So that's a one that I hold pretty close. He'd be proud, I think.
All right, just about ready to start the third quarter. Centerville 48, Alcester-Hudson 29 again. The Cubs trailed 27-10 after one quarter. They in a 19-point second quarter, with a lot of those points coming in the second 4 minutes of the second quarter. Centerville scored 21 points in that second quarter, but Alcester-Hudson showing some signs of life after early on. It was somewhere in the vicinity of 24 or 25-5. Centerville coming out like a tornado in that first quarter. Let's see. I would expect both teams to start the same way they started the game. Centerville will have the ball first here in the third quarter with Ethan Bobzine, Alec Austin, Jace Brower, Miles Eide, Aiden Bobzine. For Alcester-Hudson, Jacob Cole, Jose Topeta, Evan Brown, Ethan Boville, and Evan Hake. Yep, that's how Centerville will come out. And that is how Alcester-Hudson, I should say, will come out to start the third quarter. So on the far sideline, Miles Eide into Aiden Bobzine, and the second half is underway. As Alcester-Hudson coming out man-to-man. They did start man but played zone the majority of that first half. Here is Miles Eide to Alec Austin. who started off fast with 5 points in the first quarter. Here's a three left side. Won't go for Ethan Bobzine in the rebound to Alcester-Hudson. Here's Ethan Bovell, who leads the Cubs with 12 points, including 3 threes in the first half, 2 in the second quarter. Bovell inside to Topeta. Topeta muscling in on Alec Austin. Lost the ball. Austin has it for Centerville. Here's Aiden Bobzine. Inside to Austin. Austin lost the ball, but he was fouled on the hand, I believe, by Jacob Cole. Nope, the foul on Ethan Bovell. That's his first of the quarter. And on the end line, Miles Heide will throw it in for Centerville. Inbounds pass to Ethan Bobzine. Here's a drive by Aiden Bobzine. Aiden will get the ball back in the lane. Feeds it down low to Alec Austin. A pretty play and the basket for Alec Austin. He's got 7, and it's 50-29. With just over a minute gone, third quarter. Bovell to Evan Brown. Here's Hake from the high post on the right. Jumper good. 7 points. 50-31 with 6:34 to go, but Alcester-Hudson's got to come up with a lot of D to make up a 19-point deficit in this game, especially with now Centerville taking their time. Yeah, Alec Austin said, nope, I'm going to shoot a 3, Joe, but he'll drive to the basket, miss the layup. Topeta with the rebound for the Cubs. Here's Bovell on the drive, left-handed layup, good. He's got 14, and it's 50-33. Now some backcourt pressure by the Cubs, something we haven't seen until now. Here's Austin. Pass down low to Brower. Knocked off the floor by Jacob Cole of Alcester-Hudson with 5:56 left in the third. Miles Heide to pull the trigger underneath the Tornadoes basket. Alec Austin to Miles Heide. Miles will back on out with the dribble. Now drive on the dribble and will score. He ran right into Evan Brown. Brown didn't, well, offer much resistance. So Miles Heide with 12 to make it 52-33 with 5:32 left in the third. Evan Brown to Topeta. Topeta kicks it out. Left side 3. Won't go for Jacob Cole. Rebound to Miles Heide to Alec Austin. Driving in. Reverse layup good by Ethan Bobzine. Another pretty transition bucket by the Tornadoes, and it's 54-33. But here's a 3 in your face. Evan Brown, as he's got 5, and it's 54-36. 5 minutes to go in the third.
If you like offense, this game's for you.
Absolutely. Here's an open 3, and it's good by Brower. His third 3 of the game. He's got 11. Timeout Centerville with 4:46 left to go in the third. It's 57-36. A 30-second timeout here on Centerville Tornadoes Live.
For healthier crops and stronger yields, count on Nutrien Ag Solutions. By partnering with the leader in plant nutrition, you'll have access to innovative products and unmatched service that deliver impact and efficiency to every acre. Healthier crops, happier growers. Lead the field this season and beyond. Find your local crop consultant at nutrienagsolutions.com.
So Centerville will take their second 30-second timeout. They've got 3 fulls left. Alcester-Hudson 2 fulls, no 30s left. 4:46 left in the third, and not much has changed from the 48-29 halftime lead that Centerville had. It's 57-36. As after the timeout, Alcester-Hudson basketball. Here comes Ethan Bovell to Topeta. From the free throw line, jumper good for Brody Andrews. So that's the first bench points for the Cubs, and it's 57-38. Brower inside to Miles Heide. Pass was too high, stolen by the Cubs. Here comes Evan Brown on the drive. Left a layup short. Rebound, Hayden Bobzien. Bobzien trying to lead the break. Doesn't have the numbers. He'll pull back out and leave it left side for Miles Heide. Down low to Ethan Bobzien. Now Aiden Bobzien wants Alec Austin to set a screen. Austin will get the ball down low. Brower moving in from the right. Down low to Austin. Pushed from behind by Jose Topeta. And like I said, that is a clash right there. Jose Topeta with his second of the quarter. Alec Austin probably shaking off a couple cobwebs. 1 out of 2 from the line, shooting a pair. And the first of 2 is good. Tommy Walt back in for Alcester-Hudson for Topeta. Corbin Topel. Tucker Martz back in. And Nolan Fisher looks to check back in as well. But tell you what, Alec Austin might be still feeling that little push from Topeta as he goes 2 for 2 from the line and has 9 points. He'll come out, and the freshman Nolan Fisher back in. 3:55 left in the third, 59-38. And losing the ball, and a foul, on Ethan Boville after Hayden Bobzien stole the ball. That's his second, third of the quarter.
Sounded like Corey Muller tried to call a timeout there, too.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll take it.
Yeah. Tornadoes with the ball with the 59-38 lead. Here is Topel for 3. No good. But the rebound to Fisher after it was tipped to him. Here right side, Aiden Bobzien. Pass inside to Fisher, too deep, and taken by Walt. Back the other way, Ethan Boville. From the left side, here's Hake. Baseline jumper short. And the rebound to Topel after Martz got a finger on it. Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Now Alcester-Hudson has gone to his own. Here's Martz on the high post. Here's Topel for a long 3, and it's a short one, air ball. 59-38. Cubs trailing. Boville goes down low to Jacob, and Jacob Cole will score. He's got 4, and it's 59-40, 2:44 to go. Here's Fisher on the baseline to Aiden Bobzien, to Tucker Martz, to Miles Heide. Heide driving in, reverse layup, good. Miles Heide with 14, and it's 61-40. Here's a quick 3, good by Boville with Topel in his face. Ethan Boville now with 4 threes, 17 points in the game. Timeout, Alcester-Hudson. They've got to take a full. They've got no more 30s. 2:19 left in the third. 61-43 Centerville on Centerville Tornadoes Live.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Oh, from generation to generation. Like we said, the parents that are here tonight, they were young once. They were doing YMCA during the break. So I guess that's how it goes. 2:12 left to go in the quarter. Jace Brower in the lane. Great fake, but left one too high off the glass. But Centerville gets the offensive rebound. Here is Topol to Ethan Bobzine. Ethan in the lane to Tucker Martz. Tucker. Here's Topol on the right. Down low to Nolan Fisher. And now 5 to shoot. Here's Brower to the baseline. A little runner. No good at the shot clock buzzer. But the rebound to Nolan Fisher. He is fouled and will shoot 2 with 1:41 left to go, third quarter. The foul on Evan Hake, his first, fourth of the quarter. Nolan Fisher, the first of 2, no good. Well, he is 100% from the line no longer, as Alcester-Hudson will bring back in Evan Brown and Ethan Beauville. 61-43, Tornadoes with 1:41 left in the third. Second is good. And Nolan will come out. Alec Austin will check back in. Little backcourt pressure by Ethan Bobzine. Beauville across the timeline, now doubled up and a foul with 1:33 left in the third. The foul on Ethan Bobzine, his first of the third quarter for the Tornadoes. Cubs will inbound it. Beauville from the high post to Topeta. Jumper no good from the high post, and the rebound to Alec Austin. And the outlet to Topol at midcourt. And now Miles Eide across the timeline with 1:16 left in the third. And here's a steal by Ethan Brown, or Evan Brown, I should say. And a foul right back on Ethan Bobzine. Ethan with his second of the quarter. Miles Eide, Aiden Bobzine back in. Tucker Martz, who had a first quarter bucket, come out. And Topol, who had 5 points in the second quarter, will come out. And the inbounds pass from the far sideline into Beauville. Takes a long three and leaves it short off the rim. Rebound tapped out. Topeta's got it. Here's a pass right corner to Beauville. Little runner on the baseline. Rims out. Alec Austin tips the rebound out. But for Alcester-Hudson, a three by Beauville, no good. And the rebound, Miles Eide. Miles Eide on the run is fouled by Evan Brown. And I think that might be his fourth. It is. That is the fifth of the quarter. So Centerville, for the next 48.1 of the quarter, is in the bonus. Miles Eide, 1 out of 4 from the line with 14 points, shooting 2. First of 2, it's a roll. Isaac Summerbold, who saw action in the first quarter for Alcester-Hudson, back in. 63-43 with 48.1. Second is good. Miles with 16. 64-43, 45 seconds left in the third. So for the most part, both teams just trading baskets and free throws. Here's Topeta. Topeta on the high post on the right, driving in with the left hand, the layup good. He's in double figures with 10. 64-45, shot clock off. In the front court, Aiden Bobzine. Over to Ethan Bobzine. To Miles Eide. To Ethan Bobzine. Now 10, 9, Aiden Bobzine. To Miles Eide. Here's Aiden from the left, down low to Alec Austin, leaning in. Can't get it to go. Rebound Walt. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. It's Centerville 64 and Alcester-Hudson 45. Back with the final 8 minutes after this on Centerville Tornadoes Live.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Eight minutes to go. Tornadoes had 18 points in the third quarter. Alcester-Hudson had 14. So again, with a 48-29 halftime lead, they just basically traded buckets in the third quarter. Cubs have it to start the fourth quarter. Here's a free throw line jumper by Evan Hake, no good. Rebound, Topeta. And he'll put it back in for two. He's got 12, 64-47. Here's Centerville's first possession of the fourth quarter. Brower, and the lay-in good on another transition bucket. He's got 13, 66-47. Folks, we're going to give you a score from Class A from the Dakota 12 Conference that might surprise you. Here's a steal, almost a steal by Brower. Hake gets it back for the Cubs. In lane to Topeta, and the soft jumper no good, and the rebound to Aiden Bobzine. Bobzine, left side to Brower. Brower up on the left to Aiden Bobzine. Over to Miles Eide. Down low to Ethan Bobzine. A kick out, Aiden Bobzine. Here's Miles Eide with the runner, short. Rebound Alec Austin. Stripped away by Topeta. Back the other way comes Evan Hake with 6:43 to go. Walt had a pass knocked away, got it back. In the lane, here's a short shot short by Isaac Summervold. Walt tries to save it, but here come the Tornadoes. They don't have numbers. Here's a three by Ethan Bobzine, and it won't go. It hit the upper support of the basket. Jacob Cole back in for Alcester-Hudson. Corbin Topel for Centerville. Give that score.
Yeah, Joe, out of the Dakota 12 Conference, the 13-0 now Sioux Falls Christian Chargers beat the Canton Seahawks 118-51.
They are playing a little angry.
I'd say.
Yep, they were 25-0 going into the state championship, and Hamlin denied them an undefeated season. But I would say the Chargers are playing a little upset. Here's a three off the floor. It'll go to Centerville with 6:08 to go. Ethan Beauville, Evan Brown back in. Coming out, Tommy Walt and Brody Andrews, who has the only bench points for Alcester-Hudson tonight. 118-51. Are you kidding? Here's a layup good by Charlie Eide. And it's 68-47, 5:56 to go. Here inside, Topeta will score again. He's got 14, 68-49. Remember all the noise when Pierre beat up on Spearfish and their, 7 championship run? I think it was early on in that run, and everybody was about ready to,
Well, that was before that mercy rule.
That was, yeah. Well, all of a sudden there was a mercy rule in 11 AA and 11 AAA. But it was just a running clock, not a 50-point one. 5:09 to go. Here's Corbin Topel with the layup, won't go. And a foul in the rebound with 5:04 to go. 68-49 Centerville. And the foul on Nolan Fisher. His first of the quarter. 5 minutes to go, 68-49. Here's a dead-on three by Evan Brown, high off the rim. Offensive rebound to Beauville. He'll put it up over Fisher. Couldn't get it to go. Fisher with the rebound. And now a tie-up. Topeta ties up Nolan Fisher, and they call a jump ball. It is Centerville basketball. And Nolan will come out. 4:50 to go. He goes into Aiden Bobzine. Up ahead, Charlie Eide. Aiden Bobzine out front. Here left side, Topel will take a three and miss it completely. And a rebound to Evan Hake, but with the rebound, he stepped on the line. Centerville basketball with 19 to shoot because that three didn't hit iron. Miles Eide looking. Gets it in to Tucker Martz, and Martz will score. Tucker has 4 off the bench, and it's 70-49 with 4:25 to go. Here's a three by Hake, and it's good. Evan Hake with his first three. 70-52, 4:12 to go. Charlie Eide goes inside to Tucker Martz, and a foul on Jacob Cole, his second. First of the quarter. And 3 in for Alcester-Hudson. Isaac Summerbold, Brody Andrews, Tommy Worth. Looks like Centerville is going to, well, they'll bring back in Ethan Bobzine for Aiden Bobzine, whose night is probably over. He scored 7 points, including 2 threes, all in the second quarter. We'll probably see the parade of reserves come in soon. A pass inside to Eide gets knocked away by Cole. Here comes Tommy Walth. Walth, right corner three is good by Brody Andrews. 5 points in the second half, 70-52, and a foul on Brody in the backcourt. His first, second of the quarter. Aiden Bobzine will check back in. Corbin Topel with 5 points in the second quarter will come out with 3:49 to go. Well, Alcester-Hudson has a good Freeman team coming in on Thursday night. Centerville will be at Bridgewater Emory from the Corn Belt Conference on Thursday. Here's Alec Austin in the corner. Aiden Bobzine for 3, and it's good. Aiden in double figures with 10 with his third 3. 73-55, 3:25 to go.
Interested to see if Alcester-Hudson gets this thing closer than 18. 15.
Isaac Summerbold will score with 3:15 to go. It's 73-57. So just going up and down. Brower, free throw line, Ethan Bobzine, Miles Eide, Aiden Bobzine for 3, no good. As Miles Eide with the rebound, dribbles out to the right and gives to Ethan Bobzine, to Eide, Ethan to Aiden. Aiden, little runner in the lane, too strong, gets his own rebound and is fouled with 2:44 to go. And the foul on Tommy Walth, his second, third of the quarter. Aiden Bobzine, 1 out of 4 from the line with 10 points, shooting 2. First of 2 is good. After going 3 for 10 in the first half, Centerville is now 6 out of 7.
For now.
Maybe a little talk at halftime about that. We don't know. Second free throw, no good. Rebound to Walth with 2:41 to go. And it's 74-57. 3 on the way. Good by Evan Hake. His second 3 of the quarter. He's got 13. 74-60. Hey, tell you what, all of a sudden, it's a 5-possession lead with 2:22 to go. If you're not careful, couple of possessions by Alcester-Hudson, And it's under 10. 14 to shoot, 2:10 left to play. Ethan Bobzine, Aiden Bobzine, Miles Eide, and they throw it away. Here come the Cubs as the layup by Andrews, blocked by Brower, back the other way. Austin will score the layup. 76-60 with 1:50 to go.
Hey, you felt like if the Cubs could put a bucket in there, things might get a little hairy.
Evan Hake was fouled by Aiden Bobzine, his first, second of the quarter. Well, like I said, it was, and now Corey Muller will take a timeout. At one point, folks, it was either 24 or 25-5. 27-10 after one quarter. But it's 76-60, 1:46 to go. Full timeout Centerville on Centerville Tornadoes Live.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
All right. Well, if you want to know, Centerville 2 fulls, no 30s for timeouts. Alcester-Hudson 1 full timeout. Tornadoes 76, Cubs 60 with 1:46 to go. Again, Centerville led by, I think, as much as 20 in the first quarter, led 27-10 after one, led 48-29 at the half. A good push by Alcester-Hudson late in the second quarter to get it down to 19. 64-45 after three quarters as the two teams basically traded buckets. Cubs had it down to 14 a moment ago. And after the timeout, Cubs will play it in. Here is Hake for three, and he almost made it. And the rebound to Alec Austin, rebound foul on Evan Brown. So Brown is just fouled out of the game. He will leave us with 1:41 left to go in the game, and he will finish with 5 points. Here's a pass into the front court to Alec Austin. Lays it in for two more. He's got 13, 78-60, 90 seconds to play. Here's a three that won't go for Brody Andrews. Rebound to Alec Austin. Up ahead, it'll go, and a lay-in good by Miles Eide. He's got 18, and it's 80-60. With 1:14 to go, now Corey Muller is going to clear his bench, as is Grant Johnson for Alcester-Hudson. Three on the way, won't go. Here is a kick out to Ethan Bobzine. Easy lay-in for two, and a timeout to get reserves in. So let's see if we can catch up with him. Logan Rodriguez, a 6'2 sophomore in for Alcester-Hudson. Andrew Beauville, a 5'11 sophomore, is in. Isaac Summerbold has checked back in. Also in Jackson Meyer, a 5'10 sophomore, and Cole Ahart, a 5'11 sophomore. Let's get you the Centerville reserves as inside, here's a foul. Tucker Martz is back in. Charlie Eide is back in. And the foul on Luke Peterson, his first, third of the quarter. So Luke Peterson, a 5'9 sophomore, is in. Here at the line for a pair, Jackson Meyer in the first of two, no good. Also in for Centerville, Hogan Hybertson, a 5'9 freshman, and Riley Cole, a 5'4 sophomore. So I think we got everybody. And Jackson Meyer hits the second of two free throws, 82-61, 40 seconds left. And out of bounds, Luke Peterson tried to get a pass from the end line underneath the basket to a teammate, but stepped out of bounds. Now 35 seconds left to go. for Alcester-Hudson. Jackson Meyer to Andrew Boville. Here's a shot from beyond the free throw line. No good for Logan Rodriguez. Cubs with the rebound. And a shot underneath missed by Andrew Boville. And now the ball knocked out of bounds. Alcester-Hudson basketball with 16.2 to play. Here's a three from the corner. That's short for Cole Ahart. 9 seconds left. Corey Muller says, just hold the ball. As in the front court, holding the ball is Hogan Hybertson, and the final score, Centerville 82, Alcester-Hudson 61. Alcester-Hudson now 9-5, 3-3 in the Great Plains Conference. Will host Freeman on Thursday night in Alcester. Centerville now 10-4 on the season, 7-1 in the Great Plains Conference. They will be at Bridgewater Emory in non-conference action coming up on Thursday evening. We'll be back to wrap things up. We'll also tell you about the girls' game between Centerville and Alcester-Hudson. Give you the sub-varsity scores as well, as we'll wrap it up on a cold Tuesday night here on Centerville Tornadoes Live.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Make a big impact on your land for less at Grossenberg Implement. Right now, used planters and air seeders are aggressively marked down and have great financing options for those who qualify. Stop by any of Grossenberg's 9 locations in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming, or check out used planters and air seeders online at grossenberg.com. Grossenberg Implement, where service is the other half of a great deal.
Timeouts are more than just a break. They're an opportunity. At Blue 10 Design and Marketing, we help small town businesses shine, just like your team on game day. From creative branding to digital marketing, we're here to support your community. Let's build something great together. Visit blue10design.com.
Cork Ears.
Welcome back to the Purple Gym at Centerville High School, along with Charlie Preen, Joe Van Gore. And on the night, it was senior night for the Centerville girls and the Centerville boys, each honoring 3 seniors apiece, and banner lifting of the 1994 9-man champions for Centerville and the 2024 State B Girls Championship by Centerville. The Centerville Tornadoes get a Great Plains Conference sweep over Alcester-Hudson in the boys' game. Centerville wins by the final of 82-61. In the first quarter, Centerville led either 24 or 25-5. It was 27-10 after one quarter, 48-29 at the half, even though Alcester-Hudson made a nice push after being down by more than 20 in the second quarter. They trailed by 19 at the half. After 3, 64-45, and the final again, 82-61. For Alcester-Hudson, all 5 starters score, 3 off the bench, 3 in double figures. Ethan Boville had 17, 14 for Jose Topeta, 13 for Evan Hake. Evan Brown had 5 before he fouled out. With 1:41 left in the game, Jacob Cole with 4 off the bench. Brody Andrews with 5, 2 points for Isaac Summerbold and a point for Jackson Meyer. Tommy Walt, Cole Ahart, Logan Rodriguez, Andrew Boville all played for Centerville but didn't score. Alcester-Hudson 22 field goals, 8 of those 3-pointers. 1 by Evan Brown, 4 by Ethan Boville, 2 by Evan Hake, and 1 by Brody Andrews, I should say. Alcester-Hudson, 9 of 11 from the free throw line. For Centerville, all 5 starters score, all 5 in double figures, showing great balance. Miles Eide led the way with 18, 14 for Ethan Bobzine, 13 apiece for Alec Austin and Jace Brower, and 11 for Aiden Bobzine. Off the bench, Corbin Topel with 5, Tucker March with 4 points, Charlie Eide with 2, Nolan Fisher with a point, Luke Peterson, Hogan Hybertson, and Riley Coe all played for Centerville but didn't score. Centerville, 31 field goals, 11 of those were three-pointers, 9 of those in the first half. Ethan Bobzine had 3 threes, 3 threes for Jace Brower, 3 threes for Aiden Bobzine, and 1 for Corbin Topel. Making sure I didn't miss one. Centerville was 9 of 18 from the free throw line in the game after being 3 of 10 in the first half. And again, in the girls' game here on Centerville Tornadoes Live, the Centerville girls defeat Alcester-Hudson in Great Plains Conference action, 71-38. The Cubs now 3-13, 1-5 in the Great Plains Conference. Will host Freeman on Thursday night. Centerville now 7-0 or 17-0 and 8-0 in the Great Plains Conference. Will be in the Great Plains Conference Classic Saturday in Avon against a opponent yet to be determined and a time yet to be determined. For Alcester-Hudson, Emily Winquist, a 5'6 sophomore, led with 18 points. Emma Solberg, a 5'7 sophomore, had 9. For Centerville, Emma Marshall had 26, 14 apiece for Izzy Eide and Althea Gust. In the sub-varsity games for the girls, in the C game, Centerville 32, Alcester-Hudson 31. In the JV game, Centerville 32, Alcester-Hudson 21. In the boys C game, Centerville 57, Alcester-Hudson 2. And in the JV game, it was Centerville 30 and Alcester-Hudson with 21. Charlie Preen, final thoughts before we say goodnight.
Yeah, I think tale of 2 games, Joe. Before the 2 games, it was fun to see the 2 banners get unveiled. A lot of familiar faces back in town, and it's always good to have your former champions shown and expressed to again. It was good to see, though, Joe. And let's talk about these 2 games. I think it came down to a lot of perimeter shooting and moving the ball up and down the floor at will for the girls. And for the boys, I think it was just quite simply, hey, we're going to go out, we're going to shoot the ball, and you're going to have to try to stop us. And that's how you get your final score of 82-61.
All right, folks, our next stream on Centerville Tornadoes Live will be next Monday night, February 10th, if I'm reading that right. The Centerville boys will host Chester, and the next girls stream will not be until the boys and girls host Del Rapids St. Mary in a doubleheader here at the Centerville Purple Gym. So, again, doubleheader sweep for the Centerville girls and for the boys in Great Plains Conference action. And we certainly thank you for watching. We certainly want to thank our sponsors who make these streams possible here on Centerville Tornadoes Live on Live Ticket TV. For Charlie Preen, I'm Joe Van Gore. This has been a production of Centerville Tornadoes Live on Live Ticket TV. Good night, everyone.